Charles comes in sort of later in the game. And he's responsible really for the character of Lee being able to stay in the United States. Charles is an immigration lawyer, actually a very, very famous immigration lawyer, and he got involved in the case through a friend, I think, kind of unexpectedly, and they couldn't have hired a better guy to bring Lee through the system. In fact, I went to meet Charles. I went down to Houston and spent about a day and a half with Charles and spoke with him at length, recorded him on my little cassette player because he's from Houston and there's a very, very specific accent that comes from Houston that I wanted to get. And I noticed that he wore a class ring from his University of Texas, so I got one of those. They actually very generously loaned this to me, so I got to return it when I get back to the States. But it was really a pleasure to spend time with him and to grill him, really, question after question about what had happened and what he was thinking about and what was really going on within the consulate. And he was really forthcoming. He's incredibly decent. He's incredibly decent. I adore him. I went into his office, and here's a guy, Charles is in his 60s, and in his office, it's a shambles. I mean, it's a shambles in some ways, in that it's just packed with piles of folders and information and papers, all very neatly organized, and all the projects that he's working on. He's got so many things going on at a time in his life when he probably should be slowing down and thinking about, retiring. He's just getting more and more because he's so good, and he just feels compelled, I think, to help people.